200 Luganda version. Let's open our hymns. HR giving us Madam Miracle. Aganyo biri mu mwebe ebisayo njagala Jagala kate ira Yesu tandeka kuponangala Amita mangu kunyo emaye ejeje Agala etikato okuakala Anjagala etikato akala Titibwa Anjagala wonderful. Bekubirako obugalo. Kanda byagamba nti Katonda oba Yesu tamwagala. Do we believe that Jesus loves us? Wow. A surprise. Leo we have preacher. Na ife na tuliva pastor Stejo. Nkatinzi pastor ane? Yeah. Katwanirize one and only omusajja munene nnyo. Musajja mulungi, musajja ayinako ekisa kya Katonda, ayina amafuta. Sing Pagama Peter. Somba Peter. So etera.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Hidad. Is it? Okay, I'll share very short verses, yes, that we can learn something from. There go fence go. Okay. Let us read. Hillary, you can open for us. Ephesians 5:15. Ephesians 15. Who's Ephesians 5? Hello, to say. Thank you. Miracle to say. Ephesians 5:15. Read from 15. Read 15 and 16.
Yes.
How is that possible, Mr. Gift?
As long as every time, if I invest my money in YPA, and YPA is, even if I'm sleeping, YPA is working and count, meaning every day I'm adding something, every time.
And we clap for him. Mwe Chetan. So that is one of the ways of redeeming our time. It's buying our time. You're not going to be able to use every second you have. So whatever money you get, that money is meant to buy your time. How you buy your time, that's up to you. Someone will choose to do it with YPA. Someone will choose to do it by opening up a Rolex stand. Someone will choose to do it by employing people at Yomchalo Inaya Kataka. That is your buying time for yourself. Because there are times where you're not going to be actually actively working, but we are being told to not waste any seconds. That is one of the ways. Another way is by avoiding mistakes. How do we avoid mistakes? By learning from people who have gone through the paths we want to take. If you know this and this person maybe is in the this person is in the what? In the clothes business. They have spent there 10 years, 5 years, how many years? One of the ways you're going to avoid you're going to buy time is by engaging with that person, find out the mistakes they made. Because whenever you make a mistake, yes, we are saying we've learned, but the truth is you've wasted some time. You've worked on a certain strategy, and go nzitunda bwe bati tugeze nzitunda online, tugeze nzisobola wabweru. You can do that for 3 years. It doesn't make you money, which means those 3 years have wasted. This and this strategy doesn't work because when we are failing, I'll have said over 3 years of my life, I can do something else with those 3 years. So that is one of the other ways of redeeming our time. Because there are so many things. I want to first experience something, you're going to waste a lot of time. So let us learn to consult from people who have walked the paths we want to walk. Find out, what do you want to do? What do you want to be known for? I want you to give us the examples today. Let's give an example. What do you believe you want to be known as the best for in this world?
Best farmer.
Best farmer.
Best farmer.
Who is the best farmer in Uganda? Yeah, have you ever gotten a chance to interact with him?
That's what I'm.
He's the best farmer.
Yes. That's me.
Okay, so that is now an example. You know someone who has walked the path you want to walk. So now that is up to Hillary to go and find out what mistakes did he make so that you avoid that. That is one of the ways we are going to redeem time. Because now the last part of that thing says, because the days are evil. From the moment we are born, we start fighting a war of time. Time is against us. Tutandika kulwanisa budde. Buli wozaalibwa buli omuntu wazaalibwa atandika kulwana. Ennaku ez'okufa zikola ki? Zisembera. Ennaku ze wali olina last year si ze zimu z'olina kati. Osembedde. So it reminds us to keep it in mind that these days are not our friends. Obudde, it's not anyone's friend. That's why they say, because the days are evil. Time is always fighting against us, so we have to fight back. So it will bring us back to redeeming time, that is stroke making the most of every opportunity, stroke buying time. Then we come back, live not as unwise but wise. Then also be careful, because every mistake you make counts. Every concept, you're very happy. You're very happy? Okay, that is good. So those are very few points that I want us to not forget. On a very serious note, these are very important things that can really save you a lot and help you move faster than you and maybe other people. So the verse says, Ephesians, Owoluganda badesa bochidem baganda bange bategere bulungi basiterana yes. Carefully, not as unwise but as wise. Making the most of every opportunity, redeeming time, because the days are evil. Thank you very much. So with those few words, I hope everyone has got something little. If you've not, be careful, at least be wise. At least make the most of every opportunity. Just know time is against us. Thank you very much.
I think we've learned a lot from him. Very wise man. That's why we trust you so much. That's why we love you. You are extra and not ordinary. From his preaching, I've learned a lot that I should use my time. Let me buy time. Our MD is not around. Governors are not around. They bought our time. But the company is running. MD is in South Africa. And the governors are just doing their own jobs. But we are working for the company. And they bought our time from 7:30 to 5:30. Before you cannot leave this place before visiting HR's office asking for permission. Should I leave? Because that time is not you, but our bosses. So even you can buy someone's time. Because remember, we are chasing time. We are counting. Days are coming closer for death. Joseph, do you believe that you will die every day? Ogenda ng'onyweza akagagap oddirira. So that's why you find abantu bonna bafudde bannange naye obudde bwaffe Katonda akyakoze eki kyabukuumye. session shall have
Good evening. Thank you for watching NBS's Agri Business. My name is Obed Ben Rukuringama Manzi. Yes, that name is very hard, so just capture Obed Ben. Of course, I'm the MD at Youth Platform Africa, the #1 agribusiness center and the largest goat farmers in the region. I mean East Africa. Away from that, we do a lot of maize farming, a lot of beekeeping, a lot of pasture growing, because all of these support the mighty YPA goat farming. However, there is a secret today that I want to unleash to the world, because I know that we have been blessed to bless. So I want you to tap in my electricity today, and we dive into the apiary business, the beekeeping business. Some of us are calling it just agriculture, but today I want us to tune the minds into the business in the beekeeping. When you look at beekeeping, it just requires you a few things to do it. It is actually one of the cheapest agribusiness projects you and I can venture into and get a lot of money. When it comes to beekeeping, you just need a small shelter that could cost you about between 5 and 10 millions. Just that. Between 5 and 10, depending on the number of hives you want. Actually, those of you that want less than 100 hives, you could use below 5 million. But for example, this structure, or the one you're seeing behind me, that is between 5 and 10. So after getting a structure, you put decals where the hives shall sit. Then, after putting decals, you buy the hives. After buying the hives, you get experts who will help you in catching the bees into the hives. Why do we get experts to catch the bees into the hives? Sometimes you might put there an apiary house and it will take forever before the bees actually come and colonize those hives. So the experts, just like you can see in this Caliandra or somewhere, there are a lot of catcher boxes and hives staged like baits. They are incentives, they are good scents we put in those catcher boxes. Catcher box is a smaller hive where the bees come and occupy with their queen. So when they are flying, going somewhere, they feel that good scent. They come and check their home, they scout it, and they see it is a very favorable one. They enter. So when they enter, we use that catcher box and bring it to the main house. So this simplifies and brings closer the money, because when the bees enter the hive very soon, it means we are soon going to get money. After they have entered, just plant lemongrass around the house. This lemongrass helps us on taming the bees so that they are not very hostile. You see, we are close to them, but they are not as hostile as those wild bees. Number two, put some cassava flour or maize flour in the house. Why do we put food for them? Because we don't want them to move long distances. Whenever they travel longer distances to look for food and nectar, it takes them a lot of time, hence you missing the profits. So when you put food for them and water for them in the house, it means they will only get out for one reason, which is collecting nectar and pollen grain and propolis. And bees are very profitable, but we don't just know how to make money. So all you need to get bee venom, which is very expensive, you just need a bee venom extractor. Then after getting a bee venom extractor, make sure you take it through the hive at least once a month. Each hive gives you 1 gram, and 1 gram is at 80,000 Uganda shillings. So it means if you have 1 kg of bee venom, you're going to be selling it at 80 million shillings. That is if you're selling it to the final consumer. If you're selling it to the middlemen or the wholesale buyers that purify it and maybe take it, it is between 20 million and 40 million. Imagine 1 kg giving you 20 million to 40 million. This is known everywhere. At least everyone who has bee venom knows how costly it is. What does it do? It is used by a lot of pharmaceutical companies and a lot of those companies that make drugs. It is exported. Even people here need it. It is very expensive. It makes drugs for the high-end diseases. Actually, some doctors will tell you, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a farmer, but some doctors will tell you that you who has paralysis or stroke, get that part of the body that has been paralyzed for some time, take it to the bees so that the bees can sting you. Whenever the bees sting you, it is not about the sting that they live in you. No, they always pour a venom. That is why you swell. So whenever they sting you, they stimulate, they make your nervous system up and running. So it increases the level of blood, the speed of blood in your body. So bee venom is the #1 product. I told you each gram sells at 80,000 to the final consumer. That is to the pharmaceutical companies. And if you're selling it to the middleman, consider 20,000. 20,000 per gram. Then after that, there is what we call pollen grain. In the same month, you're going to put a pollen grain trapper at the entrance where the bees enter to the hive. And this pollen grain trapper will get us at least ½ kg from each hive. ½ kg, it means each kg is going to give you at least 100,000 per month. So bees earn monthly, but people don't know because they're always waiting for the honey. Now, thanks to YPA and thanks to NBS, because we are bringing this now to life. I want you, the beekeepers, to now start getting real money. Today, you can get a car in just 1 year by doing beekeeping. It has no thieves. Maybe now they will buy venom extractors and start stealing your venom. But no thieves for the business. They have self-protection. Huh? You know, it doesn't require a lot of expertise that you have to be a professional. No, just put their experts to put the bees inside. Let them go. Maintenance is almost free. Just a few things. Then after, I told you bee venom is #1 product. Then pollen grain. Pollen grain, each kg is at 200,000. Each kg of pollen grain. Okay, you said it at 150. Okay, 100. So it means if you have 500 hives and each hive is giving you half a kg, and that is 25 kgs. So 25 kgs, each you are selling it at 100,000. That is 2.5 million. Plus the 20 million or the 10 million, that is 12.5. Then we go and now look at propolis. That is what we harvest seasonally, like once in a quarter, once in 6 months. Propolis, that is used for cough, and still those herbalists use it a lot. Cough and stuff like that. Then we have royal jelly. Royal jelly is the food that the queen bee eats. So when you go and harvest the honey, in those combs, they are what? They are royal jelly. Then there is wax. The royal jelly is made to make the jelly still. Then there is what we call wax. Wax is used to make candles and soap and a lot of things. So that wax is where the bees keep their honey. Then lastly, there is honey itself. Honey is the byproduct. After we have harvested all of these, then we harvest honey. That is the one you usually buy and take to your homes. So beekeeping is very profitable. YPA has over 10,000 hives of these, and each hive gives me 1 gram. So I want you to go and sit and calculate how much we earn from these hives. I wouldn't have told you this, but I am telling you so that you can know that there are things happening under the sun, and because you don't know them, it doesn't stop them from happening. So it is up to you to use the information. It is up to you to look for YPA. Instead of looking, I usually talk about the bats, but those beautiful ladies need money. So first look for money, then you can always go and follow them, give them likes. Videos like this, you might not even give a like. But remember, I've just given you permanent wealth. Beekeeping in this new era is going to give you money. I want to urge you that enter into the business before very many have entered, because the price of the venom was at 100 million. Now it is at 80. Before we know it, it is going to be at 60. So enter very fast. Look for YPA. Just contact us through our social media platforms. Put YPA, YPA bees, YPA goats. You'll find all our contacts and location, and you'll be able to visit us. Or if you don't know, if you don't have a smartphone but you have a smart TV, just write down this number. I'm reading it very fast. I want you to be very fast in capturing it. 0703 000034. I said 0703 quadruple 0. That is 4 zeros. 34 is the last digit. So contact us, reach out to us. Let's share the information. YPA is sharing information free of charge. Why? We want Ugandans to be better, just the same way we are. I mean, we were very bad off, but today, because of bees, because of goats, because of maize, we are much better than we used to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fellow farmers, once again we welcome you. I'm Samuel Mwonge, the YPA vet. Today we are in a pasture garden. We have just started the rainy season this side. We have just received the rains, and now we are right now where I'm standing. This is called alfalfa. Personally, I call it the wonder pasture. I do call it the wonder pasture because of the wonders that it does. You see, we are just coming out of the dry spell and we are coming into the wet season. Into this wet season, you just see this alfalfa was harvested 3 weeks ago, but now it has started bringing out flowers. And remember, we told you that we only harvest this alfalfa when you see these flowers coming out, because when the flowers start to appear, it means that the nutritive contents of this alfalfa are at their maximum point. So it's where we harvest. When the flowers drop off, that means the contents have been lost. This is one of the pastures, and it's the pasture that is highly nutritious in proteins. It has a lot of protein content in it. So I advise farmers to feed these pastures on different species of animals. I told you personally, I call this pasture a wonder pasture because, first of all, it is resistant to drought conditions. You see, we are from the dry spell, but you see the vigor it has. You see, it looks healthy. This is the type of pasture that I'm talking about. Another one